her friends meet at Talala. See us get the line, I know she bout it. I know she bout it. I know she wanna. Ain't it up in that bitch, she wearing Prada. 20 of her friends meet at Talala. See us get the line, I know she bout it. I know she bout it. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We just wanna party, party. We don't wanna go too hard. We don't wanna go too hard. You keep calling the phone. You keep calling the phone.
Alrighty, hello, and good morning. Welcome to today's stream. A little bit behind schedule, but it's all good. It is all good. We're here and we are ready to play. So we've got a fair amount of stuff on the docket for the day. As you can see there, agenda is, as always, in the chat. But yeah, the fusion has begun. We're going to be working on the fusion. I already posted my review, so to speak, of the champion. If you want to check that out, it is live on the YouTube channel. But yeah, we're going to do a little bit of fusion activity. So we're going to do a gear cleanse because my inventory, my artifacts and accessories are both full because I haven't done anything gear cleanse wise in a while because we didn't have a Titan event in between the last fusion and now. So I'm going to do a little bit of a gear cleanse, and then we're going to dive into the event dungeon. Well, before we get to the event dungeon, we're definitely going to try and test out King Gallcobar. I have some ideas of how to potentially make use of his skill set, but we'll see if that works. If it pans out, TBD. But yeah, lots of fun to get into today, so let's jump into the action here and just try to lower my my stockpiles here. Obviously this just reset, but let's see. Bayek versus Bayek action. Let's see what we can do. How much mercurial is there? None. Oh, bless you, sir. You are my new favorite person for now. Oh man, she got a turn before Narcissus, which kind of ruined it. I did forget that you cannot lock out Raglan. I forgot about that. Damn. Does he crit now? He does. Okay, so we have increased accuracy, they have decreased accuracy. So we should be ahead for now. That did like 0 damage. Raglan's getting on my nerves. She's aspect too. Good God. All right, that should kill them. She should still live, and that's fine. We want her to live. Want Marichka to live in this instance. The hard part's going to be dealing with Raglan after she gets back up. Because that's not going to crit. They have lightning cage, which means I don't get the extra turn. And I think she has a revive. Oh, never mind. We're good. We are good. All right. That should buy us some time before we need to come back to Classic Arena. So, first order of business is the Cursed City, which we are slowly working our way through the earlier stages, progressing to the latter stages. Team seems fine, sure. Oh. Oh, we need the proper level of awakening. All right.
Calling all System 13s. Your working day is complete. Please return to your vessels. The factory is going into shutdown.
Oh, she is strong enough to one-shot. Okay, I didn't think the Queen Ava would have the damage to one-shot, but we take those, I guess. Oh! Okay, emphasis on Queen Ava here. All right, one down. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. As long as we don't overdo it on our abilities here on the... Yeah, okay, we're good. You love to see it. Zero stuns on an AoE stun. Granted, not 100% chance, but still. I have nothing to negate the block damage, unfortunately. All right, 2 down. Is that really the best we could do here? I guess, pretty much. Try that instead. Oh, we're just wasting all of our abilities. Rip. I hate to see it. Okay, well that made up for a little bit actually. Getting the block revive, saving some time. I will accept that as payment. I will accept that. That's acceptable. Hopefully we got Dark Alhane's AoE. No, we don't have her AoE. Damn. Now we got it. Any other DPS aside from Maggie? Railroad Guard. I actually forgot to do it during last week's stream. But we're gonna take a look through Soul Cross and just kind of see what's in store for us in the back 9. See how feasible it is to potentially fully complete all of Soul Cross Hard on this rotation. I'm always skeptical. I've done it once, and that was enough satisfaction for me. And then I have never really intended to ever try to do it again. I don't really want the burn here though, do I? Here's the magma dragon. Let's do granite. I don't use granite much. Oh, interesting. He led with the poisons. That's surprising. Was it a single target attack? I don't know why I thought Granite had multiple AoEs, but no, I remember now. It's the one that ignores stone skin or something. If you couldn't tell, I do not use Granite Doorkeep. Ooh, these are nice. I mean, I wish the bonus was on accuracy or crit rate, but crit damage is still pretty decent. Trash, Chaos Ore. It's worth rolling. Trash. Trash. I mean, that's probably all we really need, but just to speed it up. Add a couple more bodies in there. Oh, that's right. I did take some of the gear off. I stole some of Coronar's gear, so he's not as fast as he used to be. He kind of like used all, or I spent all of his utility in Faction Wars. Don't really use him much anymore. Sure. A very aggro team, but makes sense. Hey, what's up, Frank? How's it going, man? First chatter, woo! I'm not alone, talking to myself. You gotta share your crazy luck. Dude, I'm all ears, man. I'm waiting to hear what people did or got. I am all ears. Because I kind of wonder, like, if anyone noticed that I didn't post a video for Primals, which is because I didn't poll. But I'm curious if people have figured that out by the lack of a video, or if they're like waiting for something to happen. Spoiler alert: there's no video. What's up, Callie? You got a Garrel and Sabrael. Nice, congrats. That's fun. I haven't seen much content about Sabrael in action, but I'm very keen to see if she lives up to the hype. I assume, obviously, for a normal person such as ourselves, she will definitely live up to the hype, but nonetheless, I'm curious for it, even at the high level. She's crazy? Okay, good to know. 130 primals, 4 legendaries. Nothing good. I'll be the judge of that. You gotta tell me who the 4 legendaries are. But 4 mythicals, 4 mythicals out of 130. That's insane. 1 in 30? Wow. So you got Mina, who's kind of meh from what I've heard. Theodosia, who's great. Arbase, who's great. And Galathir, who's amazing. That's a hell of a haul, man. Congrats. Did I pull for... No, I didn't pull. I didn't pull any primals. But someone else did get her, though. Someone else got her. Alright, quick survey. Let's see. S6 is easy. Sweet. Okay, we're not going to get stuck there. S8 is easy. Cool. So no bottlenecks there. This is the more annoying version of this, but it's still doable. Fire Knight. This is very doable. Okay, that's good. S20. Oh, I don't remember if I did this one or not. I think I did manage to get through this once. Maybe. I don't remember. I think I did beat this once. So that might be doable. S14 is doable for sure. S13 is doable. Yep, no worries there. S12 is doable. We get to use Granite for the first time. Annoying but doable. S18. Oh, this is a very annoying one. I don't know if I want to worry about that. S19 is always a pain in the butt. Yeah, we're not doing that. Nope. And that's doable. Okay. So, if I had to guess, we're going to be like 98, 99 out of 101 this time. But we get Fire Knight, which is good. Might get S20 again, so Soulcross is looking pretty decent this rotation. You got it from a 20 pull. Congrats! She's so hard to build? I don't know. Is that really true though? Four Legos were Maria, Cupidus, Marinix, and King Gallcobar. Okay, alright. That's pretty rough. I concede. I concede on that one. That's pretty rough. So, I guess, you know, it depends on your gear, right? How long you've been playing and whatnot. But the way I read her kit is... I mean, I guess, you know, you want speed. Yeah, speed, accuracy, decent attack, crit damage. But you don't need crit rate, right? So, the way I read her kit is, or like the way I see building her, like remove the sets from it, just the gear pieces. I see crit damage gloves, attack percentage chest, speed boots, obviously. And then it's just like, you know, crit damage amulet, accuracy banner, attack ring. Like you just kind of like, each of those 3 core stats are on the bottom pieces and the accessories, and then you just get what you get in terms of stats. I think though, you know, if I had my druthers, I would have made her like a accuracy attack champion on the ult form. Like, you know, like Carnage. Like make it scale with both. That way it's a little bit easier to build her in the ult form, but eh. Post Gallcobar buff, nothing to write home about. Well, we're gonna be testing him later. I have some theories of how he could be useful, but basically it just comes down to dragon, so it's not like, you know, I'm not doing anything monumental. I really just want to understand how his passive works, and I'm willing to waste some energy to see. That's what it comes down to. Ah, damn it, it's a stone skin. You hate stone skin, no else. But yeah, no, I didn't pull any primals. I didn't see a reason to. I'm sure there are going to be some people that will complain about me being the hoarder that I am, which is true. But it was like just middle of the week. And there was no champion chase. There was no anything else. So I always like a consolation prize if I'm going to be pulling my primals. Whether it be like a deck of fate giving me something, or champion chase giving me something, or some other, you know, summon rush or whatever it is. But just pulling for the sake of pulling, I guess for CVC points, but that's kind of meh. But I don't know. I only have 32, which is a decent amount, but like not a ton. So I just didn't feel like ripping most of my primals for basically nothing. So, which is good in my case. That means I'll have like 40 or 50 by the time the next True 2X primals comes around, and I can pull maybe slightly more than normal. So we'll see. You think Cupidus is worth keeping for anything? So my Cupidus is somewhere over here, I think. Yeah. The thing is, I don't think Cupidus is good, but in the Mercurial meta, I don't think Ezio is worth empowering. Like, I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but he just doesn't feel like he's worthy of empowerment. I could be wrong, but you really want to tech down? You were so heartbroken when you didn't get him. Well, I mean, it was not like it was guaranteed, man. But I get you. I get you. Getting Severo was the game making it up to you. Whatever helps you cope. Whatever helps you cope, man. All right, we're gonna try Phrygius super hard mode, because I need to get 35 mils so I can get the last chest. And hopefully this is the team to do it. I've been literally refreshing the champion selection every single day for the past 2 weeks, and this is the first time I got a like potentially viable team. I don't like, we're getting all the extra turns before we place decrease defense and weaken, which is unfortunate. Well, that's a restart. No. He's already evading crap. That's BS. I hate when that happens, man. Literally, his starting evasion is like 10%. So like, he really shouldn't be evading all that much at the start, and then he just evades like the most important frickin' debuff in the game. All right, there we go. Alright, we're gonna extend it. Extra turn is nice. Ow. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I don't want to break it. Oh! Okay. Don't die. Oh, she lived! I'm gonna extend because we don't want to die. Oh, she died anyways. We're gonna do A1 for the healing. We're gonna pick Harima back up. Ah, man, I didn't think Lydia was gonna die. I thought she had enough health. Rip. Alright, we're gonna reset. Increase defense. Please don't evade. Thank you. Extend. Good call on predicting the back-to-back fragment fusions. Dude, right? Like, I was totally just being cynical, like I usually am, but some part of me just, I guess, knew that I was like, dude, they're totally gonna do this. That being said, though, I do find it interesting that after their like phone call or whatever with the or the communication with the CCs, or no, it was the interview, sorry, with like Drock and whoever else, people I've never heard of. They basically hinted at slash maybe even said, I didn't watch the video, but they said they cautioned people about redeeming Titus, which is interesting. Ooh, ally attack or extend? I think we go ally attack here. What the hell? Extend. Heal. Revive. Ow. Oh, she's gonna die again. Boop! Oh, that's not good. That's actually very bad. Everyone died. What's up, Nonso? Do you think 5x speed was overhyped? No. I think if you were expecting that you were guaranteed to get a piece, then you potentially could be disappointed. But I think it was just an opportunity to have higher odds, but nothing was guaranteed. I don't think it was overhyped. I mean, it's easy to say it was overhyped if you got the bad result. Fair enough. But the odds were higher, and that's all you can really ask for. I don't know if this is the right call. This is gonna hurt. God damn, this damage, bro. What do you think of starting over with Norma and King Gallcobar? I mean, I'm horrendously biased against starting over the game, but it could. I mean, that'd be a lot of poison and poison popping or alpha rip, so it could be good. I don't know. Depends how much you like the early game and starting over. You think they vaguely said they want to shift towards... Yeah, exactly. They want to shift at least Chimera Clash towards Trials. But the thing is, though, even if that is... Well, I mean, it's not untrue, I guess. But regardless of that statement, you can still redeem Titus for Clan Boss, Demon Lord, and Hydra, right? So... I was kind of curious of, like, their statement only really applies to one of the 3 clan bosses, but I'm sure it's fair game to use Titus for anything else. Alright, don't kill my Lydia, please. I'm actually gonna A1 here because I want to heal. We're gonna do the extension. Not that we need it, I just don't want to die. Famous last words. God damn it. Alright, right, we got the heal from Donnie. We got the reset. He's not going to put the shield up, so we got free damage for a little bit. Unless he evades us. Wow. The difference between the hits there, between Helm Smasher proccing and not proccing, was insane. Oh, he evaded me. Nice. Okay, we're hitting. Am I out of frame? Oh, I am out of frame. There we go. How did I not notice that? My shoulder's just in the ether on the side there. You were thinking about getting Wixwell combo only for Chimera? Oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, maybe that is what most people plan to do. I thought people wanted Titus Wixwell kind of just across the board. I'm not going to waste that now. Whoa, I made the right call. That was evaded. I think we're on track right now. I'm going to do this preemptively, just so that when people get their turns, they can heal up from the inevitable damage. This might be a mistake. This might get us murdered. Yep. Part of why we're taking so much damage is because I have the Curios for like the knife or whatever, and it's just doing damage randomly. And unfortunately, when it does that, it just like happens at the worst possible times. All right, so we're good on debuffs. Ally attack here. At least we get the heal from Johnny. Never mind, he evaded it, and somehow we don't get the heal, which is stupid. But whatever. Actually, we're not. This is not guaranteed. Okay, I was like, if he could literally just like evade like 5 times in a row, and then we're gonna be stuck at 34 million. But I think we got it. Done. All right, cool. Sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit worried there when we lost 3 people and Siffy's a single target reviver. I thought we were cooked, but we rallied there in the end somehow. All right, 40 mil done. So hard mode is fully complete now. Sweet. I finished normal mode over the week. I just didn't feel like saving it towards till stream just because it's less interesting. But all right, we get to buy all the chests. Success. I see, you're top chesting everything for Demon Lord and Hydra. That's fair. I mean, I think it just kind of depends what people kind of want on their accounts. Because I still think Titus Wixwell would benefit a lot of people outside of Chimera, but it kind of depends what they need. Well, sorry, actually, no, let me restate that, right? Like, if you're using Titus Wixwell and Hydra, right, you're not worried about top chesting, right? You're trying to go above and beyond top chest. Well beyond, right? You're like trying to fight for clashes, so I still think there's value in it, because unless they're going to change Hydra Clash too. Yeah, I hear you though. How are folks feeling about the Fusion? Obviously my video is out talking about my thoughts, but I'm curious how other people are feeling. And God's Angel, forgot to mention you 10 minutes ago, but appreciate the follow. Welcome in. I feel like, you know, because I saw the videos about, you know, what damage she could do, and I just feel like people grade these champions on a curve that just isn't fair a lot of the time. So I'm not saying that he's like the craziest DPS ever, which he's not. But I don't think he's as weak as everyone makes him out to be. And I think people are just like, they don't want to do it, and then they call the champion bad. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I didn't want to do the fusion, therefore the champion sucks, and not the other way around. I feel like there's always a lot of that going around. If you got him, you probably build one of your hybrid teams around him, but you wouldn't be able to pick up. Yeah, fair. I mean, you know, I'm coming from the complete position of like, I don't even care about the fusion exchange system. I'm never going to use it. It has no purpose for me. So, yeah, less. Titus A3, why isn't anyone using him as a speed booster? For the same reason that no one uses Maneater to turn meter steal. And the same reason that no one uses Seer to place Weaken. When you have a primary utility that overshadows the rest of your kit, the rest of your kit doesn't matter. What's up, Zara? How's it going, man? Like, why don't people use Nell's alternative form? Like, she's actually kind of scary in this form. If you build her for damage, she can really like snowball and get a bunch of extra turns and just wipe your entire team. But no one talks about it because no one cares, because the support form is just so broken. It overshadows the alt form. There's no reason to change her if you build her for the Lethal Dose build, right? So that's just the nature of the game, really. But I think you're saying this is more like a Shuzen, right? Not a Yumiko. That's just the reset walkout. But yeah, like a mini Shuzen. I guess the other part of that is that if you wanted that in arena, the turn meter fill, what is it, 40%? If you just single target boost is useless. No, it's not. Shuzen exists. It's not as universally useful, but it is definitely useful. I can win fights. But I think the more important thing is that you get Lammasu for free, and it's at 50% plus the reset and the intercept and a cleanse, and you get the speed aura in all battles. So like, if you're gonna run that strategy, I'm not gonna use Titus. I'm gonna use Lammasu, who you get for free anyways, and you could build her much faster, higher base speed. And it's just superior in every way. So that's another reason I would think there's better champions that are more accessible to do the exact same thing. I've lost many fights to a Lammasu just giving the turn to the wrong person. I guess the right person from their perspective. But the wrong person from my perspective. Alright, let's hop into the gear cleanse here. Let me switch cameras. There we go. How was my shard luck this week? It was not good because I didn't pull any shards. Clickbait. But no, I didn't pull anything. Which is why I want to live vicariously through you guys. Let me know what you pulled. So far, it's been pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. You guys got a high bar to beat if you want to be the best news of the day. We got 4 mythicals as the record. so good luck. Is there any content in the game you're having a hard time with? Absolutely. Hard mode faction wars and some specific stages in Soul Cross Hard. Absolutely. $32 primals, no red. It's 32 primals is a very low amount. I understand where most people come from, where it doesn't feel like a small amount, but compared to the odds, that's a really tiny amount. No, I know you know that. It's just like it's just funny that people's reflex is always to say that, but it is you're not wrong. You didn't get anything, but yeah, closer to mercy. That's some people find that exciting. Some people don't. Some people don't find that as exciting. Like, you know, I guess it just depends on your overall attitude. Like, to me, I don't care. But you could argue it's like, well, because you have so many mythicals, and that's why you don't care about mythicals. And so, fair enough. But as always, like, my attitude towards, you know, harder to get champions is that, like, they just don't exist. That's my mindset. So, like, you know, we're just talking about, what's her name, Sabriel. To me, like, if I go against her, then she does exist, of course. But on my account, she doesn't exist unless I pull her. So, like, she's not even, I'm not even thinking about, oh, I would love to get her. It's like, I wouldn't mind getting her. But when I don't, doesn't matter. Because she doesn't exist. Like, that's the way I think about it. It's not even, it sounds like cope, understandably, but, like, it's genuinely, like, I'm thinking in that way, where it's just like, I don't care. But if I get them, then I will care. Alright, trash. And Chaos Ore. Nice. So I spent a week. I spent a whole week refreshing just to beat that one stage of Grim Forest to get nothing. Oof. Thank you, Nightbot. Appreciate it. Yes, for anyone who doesn't know, I do PvE takeovers. So if you do want to sign up, you can click the link in that the chat bots have lovely put into the chat, and you can sign up for a chance to win a PvE takeover for the month of June. It is many, many weeks away at this point, but it's never too early to sign up. Love a bit of Genbo. Oh yeah, Genbo is my default classic arena guy, just because Swift Parry exists and Killable exists. But I don't use them 100% of the time, depends what the enemy is. What do you think will come with the second Summon Rush this Tuesday? I don't know. I can tell you what I hope. I hope it's a Pogo event. And I'm trying to set myself up such that I will benefit from a Pogo event. Let me share where I'm at. Because I didn't pull it up in the Fusion Plan video, but this is my Mercy at the moment. So I'm in Mercy for Sacreds, and then I'm far from Mercy from Ancients. So that's why I'm pulling 100 Ancients at least, just to work. Like, if I get a legendary, then so be it. But assuming I don't get a legendary, then I'd be at 151. I guess we could do it live here. I'd be at 151, and then I'd basically be 70 ancients away from guaranteeing 2 legendaries if there was an ancient pogo. So to me, like, that's a win-win situation. So I either get a legendary or I'm set up for 2 legendaries. So for me personally, I hope Tuesday is a pogo event. In either case, I'm ready for it. That's my hope. Time to sign up? Yes, it is. Good luck, good luck. All right, gear cleanse time. Like I said, I'm at 2k out of 2k on both. And for a while, I was just like, why is my inventory, or why is my artifact storage so full? And I was like, oh, right, we had a 2-week break, or 2.5 week break between fusions with no Titan event. So like, I just skipped all the gear enhancements in between. So I just slowly accumulated gear. But part of our session today will be looking at all the speed gear that I got over the couple of days. So I think most of it's in my inbox actually, but we'll get to that. I think we'll start from the bottom. Oh, actually, I gotta take a snapshot of silver because I like to track it for the spreadsheet. There we go. 526 mil. This fusion should be expensive, even for me, just because it's a triple gear enhancement plus triple gear hunters. So I should lose gems overall. Although from the deck of fate, I got 1 epic streak of 3 in a row, and it gave me 500 gems. So I am definitely, at least for now, I'm way up on gems, but I do intend to use them. Okay, I know I kept this, but I couldn't remember if I rolled better. Yeah, I do have better. So, okay, I have triple accuracy, double res. So these are pointless. Someone needs a gear cleanse? I do, man. That's what we're doing here. Nah. Speaking of Mercurial, if you guys watched either or both of Ash's / Drock's collaborations, they had a separate phone call with the devs, and I heard a lot of things that I was happy to hear, which is that Mercurial is overperforming relative to what they wanted, and it's also a lot more plentiful than they expected, which to me sounds like a nerf, which means I'm happy. I know some people might not be happy about that, but I'm in fairness, they did not say that they were going to nerf it, but they said they just don't like how powerful it is right now and how pervasive it is. So read into that what you will, but they didn't announce any specific plans on a nerf or anything of that ilk, so do not start complaining on Reddit or something. But to me, it sounds like a nerf, and I'm all for it. I think it's too powerful. They haven't nerfed anything in ages? I mean, Trunda was a nerf. That was fairly recent, but I guess some people consider it not to be a nerf, even though it was. But understandable sentiment. But again, they didn't come out and say they were going to nerf it. They just said they aren't happy with where it is. And so that just means that ideally they would like something to change, but there's no prescription of what that change would be. Trundle was probably over a year ago now. I know all the years are starting to blend together because we've been playing the game for too long. Well, let me not project. I've been playing the game for too long. Oh, so close. Although I must say, I would rather deal with Mercurial than deal with Stone Skin. I think it's so much easier to hit people than it is to break Stone Skin with all the ways to dodge the breaking of Stone Skin. So I'm all for it. Although what they did say is that they think that they did say that crap, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, they said that it would be lazy to just add a bunch of ignore total guard abilities or champions. So that's, at least in the short term, that's not the plan to address the problem. So, which I was kind of dissatisfied to hear, but whatever. The period at the end is messing up the link. Oh, I mean, you just delete the period, right? But okay, hey, sure, I can remove the period. I will do that after the stream, though. No, I think he's saying like if you copy and paste it with the period, it doesn't work. But yeah, if you just click it, it does work. I think it's if you copy paste it with the period, but the period doesn't need to be there, right? I do that because I like to type in complete sentences, but it's not required. Easy fix. No, that's not it. Alright, we shouldn't have anything new here. Speed? It could be mobile, yeah. Hey! Triple speed? Okay. I don't know who that would be useful on at the moment, but it's a good potential. Is there anything else here? Yes. Can we double down? Ooh, not quite. Double crit speed. If this hits speed, maybe we're nah. Nah, too far. Nope. Oh no. Okay, speed crit. Merciless. Speed crit res. Nope. Not for 5-star. Speed bonus, speed crit damage, crit rate. If full splits, it gets sold because it's a low roll on speed. Okay, triple speed with crit and crit damage. That's not bad. It's not great for a 5-star, or well, it's not a great piece overall, but it's decent for a 5-star piece. And that's more like just a set filler type shit, so that'll work. Anything chaos or no. This is support merciless type gear. That's good. Double res accuracy. Keep those. I remember getting these. I want accuracy crit. Accuracy crit. Nope. Okay. We've made 18 spaces so far. We're not doing so hot. There's a lot more to go, unfortunately. Double speed accuracy. Speed res. Triple speed. Double accuracy speed. Double speed. Base accuracy. Accuracy speed, quad speed. Yeah, okay. This is my best shield that's free, that's double speed accuracy. So we'll hold on to that. Unless this triples. Oh shit. Quad? Lost jump? Aw. Now I gotta know what this one does, right? Ooh, triple speed accuracy versus triple speed flat. We don't need multiple. We have a winner. Actually, I can fix the Twitch Nightbot right now, actually. That's the one that I'm logged in on at the moment. YouTube one's a bit more involved. Oh god, in the meantime, this rolled terribly. Nice. Alright, Franco, no worries, man. Let me test this out. Okay, yep, the period's gone. So that should be good going forward. And I'll fix the YouTube one later. Alright, this one has to crit or else it gets sold. Double crit. Did not double crit. Okay. I know I kept this, but I'm pretty confident that I have speed boots with resistance, and I do have a triple roll 6-star. Okay, so this is pointless. This has to double speed. It did not. See if the Zeal's gonna roll right. It did not. Oof. Do I buy silver? I do not. Yeah. You tend to accumulate silver over time just by playing the game, but more accurately, I do spend a lot of time, or I have spent, I should say, a lot of time in campaign running champion training. for many years at this point. And so overall, just over time, I have a fairly ridiculous amount of silver. Ah, it's a full split. Bummer. Like my account is like over 5 years old, so this is not like a year in and I have a 500 million silver. It's over slowly but surely over many years. I'd say the biggest change recently that impacted it as well. Ooh, triple roll, nice. Is the free gear removal. So that if and when I need to build champions and swap gear around, I just don't lose silver the whole time. And so that's been a big boon to my overall silver stack. As far as like silver retention, not really silver acquisition. Like I end up keeping more of what I gain. Do I have better than this? Triple speed crit. So 6-star would be double speed crit. Do I have one? I have double. These are identical. Multiple threats attacking. This is only 1 speed faster, and the other one is technically faster because it's 6-star, meaning it could be glyphed higher if need be. Ooh, triple speed double crit. Okay, that's decent. Oh man, I hate rhythm. I hate rhythm dubstep. Ugh. You're grading. Pulled Ashnar last week. Congrats. Do I have any advice as far as what? As far as building him? Double speed, good start, good start. Double speed accuracy, okay, keeper. That replace anything else we have before? No, not quite. Oh. Oh, man, double flat. Should you use him? How should you build him? Ooh, this is a great chest. Don't full split on me. Come on. Yes! Oh. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. Excellent. That's so good. That's the first piece I have of that kind, actually. Well, this can get sold. I honestly... Where is he? I don't see Ashnar that much anymore. After the buff, he is solid, like really solid damage in the alt form, provided you get the burns out. He still works to counter like Volcanoses and Gizmacs if you see them. The problem is that Volcanos and Gizmac are used a little bit less in the current meta because of Mercurial. So it really depends. If you are still seeing Stone Skin more than you're seeing Mercurial, then he's great. If you're still seeing Volcanoses and other burn strategies, then he's great to counter those, like hard counter. If you're not, I mean, he's always going to be there, right? So, like, that's the beauty of it. So you don't have to build him right now, but he might be useful, I guess is the answer. But if you don't have an immediate need for him, then don't bother. And then if you do have a need for him, and he's always there. What's up, Darkside? How's it going, man? All right, hopefully we're not over. No, we're not. Okay, cool. And by the way, for those who are curious how I do these gear enhancements, obviously the minimum is the 4775, but I go all the way out because I don't always go all the way out, but usually I do if there's stuff that I want. So I want the dust because that's, you know, a bunch of Sand Devil runs just to get it 3 rolls of dust, and then the Chaos Horror is good as well. So I'll be maxing this out, but I do want to take stock of how much it costs to get to 475. All right, so we made 30 spaces so far. Where were we? Were we in Stone Skin? Yeah, we were in Stone Skin because we got this. Do I want to change someone's build? No, he has faster gear. Do you use points for a takeover while you do a gear purge? No. Is gear part of the environment? It's a PvE takeover, man. Can't fight your gear. You're an adult. You've got kids. You can purge your own gear. You don't want to. Too bad. Yeah, I honestly, I think we just swapped this, right? Give up a little res for a little bit more speed. I guess it's only 3 speed. Damn, we low rolled the yeah, we low rolled the speed for the double to only be 3 speed more. Speed and accuracy, or let him hit hard. Yes. I don't exactly know off the top of my head how to properly build an Ashnar. Just because he wasn't really used that much, and then by the time he got used, like after the buff that he had, the meta kind of shifted, so I haven't really seen anything more recent for him. Accuracy's a rip. Accuracy's a rip. How fast is Star Sage? I can go look. I think he's like 300 and something. Oh, this would slow me down actually. That's not good. Okay. I'd have to use a 6-star glyph to be faster, which I'm not going to do right now. Also, it doesn't really matter all that much because she's not going to be, well, long term, she's not going to be in Stone Skin pieces anymore. I want her in Chronophage. 345. 345 is Star Sage's speed at the moment. Yeah, I saw the Theodosia on the ult, which is kind of crazy. Not sure how to use her. It depends. I like, she's a weird champion. She's kind of like she's, you know, obviously people compare her to Star Sage, but she's similar. So if your focus is I want to keep her and be annoying in base form, then she's just high res, high HP, you know, high speed, right? Like just that standard build, like, you know, in whatever gear set makes sense for your ult. Could be Stone Skin, could be this, could be that. Could be Untouchable, Feral, whatever you have. And then if you care about the ult form in PvP, then you just put in a little bit of accuracy where you can, just so that you can land your stuff, right? And then if you care about PvE, you just have an alternative build for her that's like feral, 9-piece feral, or, you know, perception and whatnot. And then she's just like a really good debuffer for anything that's slower than her, because it's protected. But I think most people, PvE thoughts, or PvP thoughts rather, you keep her in the base form, and so you just want her speed, high resistance, high HP, defense, just support. Like, this ability with lasting gifts can be really, really, like, just annoying as hell. I literally had a fight that took forever because she kept getting 2 turns of Stone Skin from this ability and veiling everyone else. And then she kept getting a cycle of magic to proc, so it reduced the cooldown. And so she kept doing this on a 2-turn cooldown, and she was just permanently under a veil and under 2-turn Stone Skin. Like, eventually I got through, but like it just took forever to get around it. So this ability is really annoying. But yeah, high speed, high res, support-esque build, and then as much accuracy as you can get on her. Like my Star Sage here, obviously he's a little bit different because he converts resistance to accuracy, but even then on him I have 200 accuracy. So like I squeezed in what I could, but definitely focused elsewhere in terms of stats. Yeah, no, her ult form is great. It's absolutely, it's solid. It's underrated, honestly. But it just depends, you know, you can't do everything, right? You can't have high speed, high accuracy, high resistance, high this, high that, right? Like, you know, you got to make stat sacrifices. So it depends where you're primarily using her. And I think people primarily keep her in the base form just because the cleanse, Stone Skin, revive, unkillable is so powerful, and you want her to not be locked out, ideally. So, and then in which case you kind of go for the high res build. Nope. Speed crit. Double crit, okay. Triple crit. Oh, we do have two triple crits. This one's higher, this one's lower. Alright, you get sold. It's tough. It's tough out here. But we gotta make these decisions or else we're gonna run out of space. Which we already did. Nope, 5-star full split. That's a reroll. No, I don't have a legendary Chaos War. I have epic Chaos War. Okay. No crit rate. Don't care. I didn't craft that. What did I craft? Did I craft anything for CVC? Oh, maybe I did craft anything for CVC. Or, yeah, because we're getting hammered, that's why. Well, hammered's not the right term. We're getting destroyed. Speed crit, okay. What's up, David? Your account keeps getting crazier? Okay, alright, do tell, do tell. We're all ears. I need to do an audit of my perception at some point. Oof, double flat, I hate to see it. I remember getting this. Speed res. Oh, double flat. Ooh. You hate to see it. So I was hoping for my new fastest piece there. Lens for Predator, congrats. 111,000 HP, 265 crit damage without a 4-star soul, lethal, mercurial. 230 is pretty quick. Is that with, I assume that's with HP percentage on the boots if your HP is so high. So that's pretty good, man. That's a scary Pred boy. No HP boots. 111,000 with speed on the boots? Damn. Double speed accuracy, okay. Oh, you missed the roll, you get sold. Oh, you know what? I forgot we can do this. Let's do current level. Oh, that's so much nicer. Unless it removes it from the filter when I come out of the menu. I don't want that. I guess it doesn't really matter if it removes it because I'm usually done leveling it afterward. Double crit, crit damage, and cruel. Okay. Oh, it does remove it. Nope. Can push it to 112. I mean, honestly though, I don't really think you need that much speed on a predator. I think he's a lot more annoying when he's just sitting there counterattacking like a bastard. But if that breaks the gear sets, then obviously it doesn't really work. 230 is pretty slow. I mean, yes, but also it can be enough to kill people. If he just sits there and you hit the RNG lottery and he just counterattacks everyone to death, it doesn't really matter how fast he is, right? But no, it depends. It depends how you use him, what your approach is. I've seen some predators that all of my champions took like 2 turns before he took 1. Like he was that slow. Like obviously I'm turn meter filling and whatnot, but like I'm just like, yo, can you can you go so I can kill you? Too slow is bad. Okay. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I don't have him, so I defer to you and anyone else who does on that one. You tell me what works. Well, I guess don't tell me what works because that doesn't really. Alright, no, nothing from Ice Golem, something from Dragon, which makes sense because we ran Dragon. 206, 130, 344. Woo! That's scary. So the thing is, because I have Bayek, Predators with or without the lens doesn't really do anything against me specifically, but I can imagine in general he would be an absolute menace. Oh, I'm not looking for speed crit here, but we'll keep it. Unless it starts to drift. It's starting to drift. Triple speed crit with res and HP. That's not bad. Offset piece. That's not bad. What would you do if I picked Predator and Bike against me? I guess I just leave the fight. No, I kid. At that point, I would just take my chances with the evasion and try to go on the offense. Bring a Carnage and see what happens. But most likely I would lose. How do my dragon farming go? I think it went okay, but we'll see. It TBD. Because I haven't rolled up the gear. So it could be a nothing burger. We'll find out in a bit. How's it going, man? You're on dad duty. It's always good. Shout out to dads. Or wait, is that tomorrow? Oh no, it's like 3 weeks away. Never mind. Oof. Got 2 6-star triple speeds and 1 5-star quad speed. Hey, there you go. That's something. Yeah, I think I spent like I don't know, 4,000 5,000 energy over the course of that tournament, or the 5x. So I dumped a fair amount of energy into it. Ooh, no, that's not good. You got 1 upgrade, so you're happy? Hey, that's all it takes. Sometimes. Only because this is stun. Otherwise, I would have sold that piece. Speed accuracy, that's probably automatically a keeper once again. It's the stun stat. Oh, it's full splitting though. If it's gonna full split, then I change my mind. Best it could do is match this piece, or yeah. Got lucky and you did 10 mythical artifact. Oh, nice! There you go. That's a nice side benefit. Yeah. I wonder how many people were on the Marius missions, or that Marius mission for this past thing. That's kind of a nice bonus, right? I remember getting this. Double flat, okay. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Alright, we're not getting some crazy accuracy thingy-mabobber. This is garbage. 50 spaces. Okay, we made a decent amount of decent amount of room. Res, no speed, nope. We're almost done with the first set here. I do remember getting this piece as well. This was during the 2x. Speed crit is a bad start, and you're full splitting. Okay. Jeez. Missed it. Just get kept. I know a lot of people automatically sell Frost gear, but for like niche Curse City stuff, I do hold on to it. Because in some instances, like especially against like Cupidus or whatever, like the Frost set is arguably better than stun. Because you get hit a lot more than you hit. And so the Frost set works a little bit better in terms of the odds of actually controlling Cupidi. Man, what is with the defense percentage today? We're just hitting... We can hit it again, 3 in a row, defense percentage. Shouldn't have said anything. Lesson learned, don't taunt RNGesus, guys. Okay, Fury, attack crits. I like that. Double crit, maybe? Perfect. Yeah, I might actually change Nogdar's gear here, actually. Oh, defense. Defense again. I know basically nobody uses Fury gear in the game. But the one instance where I do use it is on... oh, yeah, definitely upgrade. Is my Nogdar. And if you know his kit, you know exactly why that makes sense. For just kind of a niche build, so to speak. Take this one to 15. Obviously, he's in 5 Fury now, right? Which is pointless. So we need... Let's see, I can go down 3 crit rates. So I need a shield or a weapon in Cruel that's speed and crit, which is basically every piece of Cruel. I don't want to lose speed. That works, but we lose attack. No, we gain attack. Oh, no. We lost attack relative to the old build. See if we can do a bit better than that. Too much speed loss. I don't need more crit. Don't need more crit. Less crit, that's too much crit. I guess this one wins. He's not a high enough priority to steal gear from other people, so he gets the build that works, not the build that's optimal. Alright, let me just make sure we didn't... Oh crap, we did overshoot. Okay. 506. Alright. So we overshot by, what, 600 points? So I'm gonna call that, say 19 million silver is what we spent on that one. But we're not done, because we're going all the way. So we got 1,000 points to go. All right, where were we? We were in Fury. And we're done with that. Lifesteal shouldn't be anything. Ice Golem, a little bit of early dragon before we ran out of space. Double res accuracy. Or sorry, double res speed. We have double res, double speed, 6-star, so that's probably better. The best this could do is match it. But it could be faster, but it would be lower accuracy, or it would triple res. Which isn't the most useful thing, so we can sell this. Double HP, okay. If you run a Heavy Torment, it's best to have slow Torment and Stone Skin. Depends on your approach. You don't want him too slow. Stone Skin protects him a little bit from, you know, carnages and then other block passive stuff. So, slower, on the slower side for sure, yeah. It depends how much you trust Hilvi to bring him in on her A1s, and how much damage you want out of the Torment versus speed. In fairness, though, you do get a decent amount of turn meter, right, from their interaction together, so you could probably get away with him being on the slower side. Okay, we'll come back to speed. We'll ignore speed for now, because we're going to do that all at once. I think we're done, actually. Okay, cool. So we made 60-something spaces. Ah, damn it, I didn't want energy. Okay. Bunch of Mercurial gear that came in. All right, now we're into the Dragon Hall. Some speed pieces. Like I said, I'm full on accessories and artifacts, but I'm just doing accessories for now, or artifacts for now, because I know that there's 3 gear enhancements, so we're gonna alternate between the 2. All right, okay, there we go. So that should be everything from Dragon. I don't like being above the energy cap, so let me run Fire Knight real quick. I didn't expect the chest to give me energy. That's pretty rare. But yeah, so the next thing, obviously we just got a bunch of other gear pieces, but we're going to save those for next. The 3rd gear enhancement. We're going to focus on the speed gear and see if we get any cool speed pieces. So stay tuned to see what my haul from Dragon is or / will be. Because getting the gear is half the battle, rolling it up is the other half. Just from memory, there were a couple contenders for top pieces. I don't think there were many contenders for bottom pieces. At least as they are. Some of them can be re-rolled, and I'll keep them for that, but I don't think there was like a... I don't think I got like 6-star speed boots or anything off rip. Actually, on the subject of, I mean, it was a while ago, I guess, at this point, but the Ash and Draught collabs, how do you guys, like, what are your guys' thoughts on Mercy's system for mythical relics? Because I might have a hot take, or I don't think it's necessary. But I'm curious how people not myself feel about that concept. Ugh. I don't know why I'm yawning. No thoughts? Okay, all right. No one has a thought about it. Okay. Sell this, sell this. Oh, the game just woke up. That's funny. Processing all my gear pieces. Okay. Let's see, where are we? We're at 1985. Okay. Because I have this to collect as well. And all of this is most likely going to be garbage. Nope. 5-star, don't care. Triple speed or else? Nope, okay. No speed. So I guess I'll just tell you my thoughts. It's fine. No, but the reason I don't think we need a mercy system for mythical relics. I think it would just. I think that complaining about, you know, going X amount of summons or crafts without a mythical, it's such a whale problem that I just don't believe it's a real problem to fix. Like, I understand anyone's perspective where they just think, well, mercy is better than RNG, which is like fair enough. It truncates, you know, horrendously bad luck, but when it's a 1 in 5 chance, I just don't believe that statistically speaking that a lot of people are really experiencing the horrendous luck. It might happen here and there, but I don't think that's the norm. I mean, by definition, it's not the norm, right? It's an extreme of probability. But because I know, like, Drock gave an example in that collaboration where he was saying, like, he went on a 10 streak before he got a mythical, and I'm like, that sucks, but like that happened one time. And I guarantee it was balanced by the time that you got 3 mythicals in a row, you know, but no one talks about the good side that happened. Like, I feel like it's fair trade to get a bad streak every once in a while if you're also going to experience a good streak. I don't know. That's my opinion. All right, speed gear / hold on. Okay, we still got a good amount of space. No, not the index. All right, so if we're just looking at all the red dots, it's a decent amount of gear. Like, it's not crazy, but that's, like I said, you know, 4,000, 5,000 energy, somewhere in between there is all of collectively what I spent. A lot of that was gems. I just burned a bunch of, I had like nearly 6,000 gems, so I just burned it all the way down to like 5,000 or under 5,000. So that was a big chunk of the energy. But yeah, like I said, all of these boots, none of them are speed, so they're going to be re-rolled. And this, we'll just see, started off cold, I guess. All right, no, maybe we started off hot, I don't know. But double resistance is actually decent. Okay, that's like a Faction Wars tier boot. Double res defense would be good. Okay, this could be good too. Double, all right, we're just hitting res on all the boots. Triple res, double res accuracy, that's still, it's not bad. This could be a cool piece, as long as it doesn't full split. No, double speed accuracy and defense, good main stat. That's a keeper. This is chaos, or no, actually no, it's not. Never mind. This was to see if it's gonna like triple quad roll speed. Nope. Okay. Speed crit. Speed crit. Double speed. This is probably a re-roll, unless it, well, even if it gives me a bunch of speed, that's really not that good. Eh. Maybe. Don't want a full split. It's pointless. This is flat stat. Did not roll speed. Don't care. That's a reroll. Looking for speed, didn't get it. Looking for speed. Didn't get it. How's it going, Angelus? Okay, we got speed in here. Ooh, and we drifted. Okay, nope. Tough. This is another flat stat. Double speed. Or sorry, that's not flat stat, it's percentage. Okay, that's decent. We're not going to roll things to 16 just because I'm trying not to cap too quickly on the artifact enhancement or the year enhancement. But that could triple speed. That'd be good. That'd be a decently fast piece. This is a great pair of gloves, which means it's going to roll triple crit damage. Okay. Double speed. Hey. All right. We got two main stat bottoms, right? That are doubles with potential for more. Or no, we got 3 actually because we got this too. Yeah. Not bad. This one's only good if it hits a bunch of speed, and it did not. Afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Flat stat looking for speed. Double speed. We did get double speed. Okay. Well, that means if I have flat stat double, that means that these can go. Well, that's a specific one, but this can go. Well, hold on. That's HP. Oh. I didn't realize I had a duplicate of this. Are there any other? I thought I had more. Oh, I guess I got rid of them all. Yeah, I'm looking for flat stat double. So this is 18. This is 17. This is faster, but this can be glyphed faster. So technically these gloves are faster, so we don't need this. This is chaos, or this was a good piece as well. This was from that weekend or those days. Still a flat stat. Arguably could be better, or well, by default it's better than that, huh? So I guess we have no reason to keep this. Rip. Thought we got a good piece. This one's probably not going to be that good unless it would have to like triple roll speed, and it didn't. So flat stat. All right, on to the uppers. This is where there's a lot more potential for decent pieces. Triple res. Come back to that. I feel like I have a triple res already, and it's lower with flat HP versus percentage HP. The best this could do is roll speed, and then it would be 5, which would put it at 9, so it would literally be worse than this, so there's no point rolling it up. So this is just get sold. If this double speed, we might keep it. Nope. Okay. Weather's not too hot in New Mexico. Nice. A book opening. Is that where you go watch someone open a book? Because you could see that for free at the library. I'll be here all week. Probably don't need this shield, to be honest with you, because we have this shield. Now this is potential. If this triple speed, then we're in business. A double speed triple. Oh, okay, that's still decent though. Double speed accuracy in the speed set, we'll keep it. That's good. This is just a speed piece, so we want quad. Or at least a triple. Potential for a triple. We got a double. Self-promotion. Oh. Ah, that sounds like fun though. Are you like, well, I guess in fairness, the only city I know in New Mexico is Albuquerque. So you're probably not in that part of the state. I want to know what this does, but I'll come back to 16s once we get through all the pieces, just because I don't want to waste, I don't want to overshoot too badly on the gear enhance. This is Chaos Ore. This is solid potential. Looking for speed crit or hella crit. Okay, we got hella crit. I would like speed though. Nice. Okay, triple crit speed. That's a great piece. So we've gotten a couple winners so far. It might be, well, it is, well, if it hit res, it'd be better than this piece. Yeah. This is a like filler helmet type stuff. This is like faction wars. I need speed on them. No, but a full split, never mind. If it had rolled well, I might have kept it. Cause like essentially I want like more of these where it's just like double speed rolls. Did I respond? I did respond. And now you'll never know what I said. Mwahahaha. No, I was just saying it. I said it sounds like you had a good time with the fam. Accuracy crit is a bad mix, especially missing speed. Come on, double speed res. Nope. Okay. The best that could do is be the exact same as this, and I don't care about matching 5-star rare pieces. Double speed res, double crit. Okay. Crit speed, triple crit. Okay. It's a crit helmet with speed in the speed gear or speed set. I kind of have a couple already. We'll come back to that. On to the 6-star. Come on, triple speed. Oof, double speed. Okay, that's not great, but it is better than this. So we can finally get rid of this helmet. I forgot this one, whoops. Quad speed. Nope. Chaos Ore. Chaos Ore. I have a decent amount of speed crit weapons at this point, so this one kind of has to be perfect, and it's not. Speed res. That's speed. Triple? Triple. There we go. Alright. Keeper. I think this is also. Or no, maybe it's on someone. I think I do have triple speed helmet or weapons on speed gear. Cool. It's 5-star, but nonetheless, triple speeds or triple speeds. Nope, don't care about that. Alright, for the big money ones, speed res or speed crit, or both, or neither. Ooh. Alright, that's technically Chaos Ore territory. I have to find my instinct on speed gear. For 6-star legendary even top pieces in the speed set, I do re-roll them. So I think I leveled these up for the daily quest or whatever. And then this is mythical. Okay. All right, so highlights. We got a nearly max roll triple on a weapon, 5-star, which is decent. We got a double roll somewhere. This double roll on a helmet, which is decent. We got this. This is a great piece. It's not fast, but it's good for like damage. Triple crit with speed, and there's still potential for more. We got double speed here with potential for more. Double speed here, or double speed accuracy here, which is good. And then on the bottoms, I think, yeah, we rolled this. So HP, double speed with... Actually, yeah, we can get rid of this one. HP main stat with speed, double roll with potential for more. Main stat, double roll with potential for more. Main stat, well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't build a nuker with this build, but potential there. This was today as well, double speed. This is like Faction Wars. This is a really great piece. I'm happy with this one, even though it's 5-star. Like, it's good enough. No boots though, not bad. Nothing crazy. So no speed upgrades for my fast champions, but decent haul, I would say overall. What's the fastest you can go for getting accuracy? That would be my Arbiter, more or less. So 424. $424. You save ores for the accessories. I don't get that many, but obviously my builds are a little bit different, right? Like, I don't care about stone skin accessories and mercurial accessories as much. But yeah, I spend basically all my chaos ore on artifacts. But I guess by contrast, my artifacts are not that great. My accessories are pretty decent for the ones that I actually care about. Actually kind of nailed that, huh? 6,600. Okay, let me check real quick, because we got some dust. Been working on my Arnorn. Looking for attack on my boots. We got speed, which is the one time I actually don't want speed. I build my Arnorn very slow. He's very slow at 171. Maximum attack at 9,000. Soon to be higher. And 350 crit damage, if anyone is curious. Okay, so we got 3 6-star epic chaos ore and then 8 5-star epic chaos ore. So let's check in on the mercurial hull that we added in after the fact. So we'll save the stuff that can't be re-rolled for later, and then we'll waste some chaos ore on this lower stuff. Oh, it's tragic. Best luck today. 2 voids, 3 ancients. Guys, the Gleeful and Sulfuria. Congrats, man. That's awesome. I am jealous. Sulfurion is like 3rd on my list of void legendaries. I'd love to have him. I would love to have him. One of these years I will get my mercurial chest that I'm looking for, which is HP% with speed and res. Full split, hate to see it. Gonna be a staple in many team rebuilds. Yeah, that's exciting, man. That is very exciting. Super solid champion. Big fan. Oh, if that was the right main stat, that would have been perfect. Bummer. All right, well, we got 2 more epic chaos ore to use. And we're out of mercurial, and we're not going to get any more for, I guess, a few days, in fairness, because Grim Force is going to reset soon. So, Relentless. Relentless glove. Let's continue onward. Full split gets sold. Okay, 2-1. Oof. I'm basically looking for actually not too bad as it is. I'm looking for pieces that are like better for my like Mikage, Nekmo, more speed, more accuracy, but I'll obviously take, you know, crit damage, other stuff like that if it works. Okay, all right, we're out of Chaos Horn. Cool. Gear cleanse complete. Let's swap the angles. Back in my lovely corner. How would you aim to build him, sets wise? So on my account, I don't like to gear swap. If I was to build him for PvE and PvP simultaneously, I would go with 4-piece pinpoint, 4-piece relentless, because I would want to run him in Ice Golem on hard. So he would be in the Theodore slot in my team here. So just same thing, HP burn, placing, activation. But he adds in the shield and the turn meter fill. And so relentless would be him cycling through his turns. But then if I wanted to use him in PvE, the pinpoint would protect him a little bit from polymorph. Or, sorry, PvP. The pinpoint would protect him from polymorph a little bit. Although you don't see polymorph as much, so maybe I would just drop the pinpoint in the current era. Everyone's going Mercurial. But yeah, I mean, just in general, like, yeah, speed. If you're focusing on PvE, then you probably cap out at 400 accuracy, maybe 450. Like, maximum for areas you probably don't even use him in, but 350 would be enough for most PvE areas. But if you want him to be in arena to break Stone Skin on, like, some high support tanks, then you're going to want, like, 600 accuracies. 300 plus speed, those type of builds. Have the rerolls been kind? I mean, no. I mean, they never are, or not never. They rarely are by design, but that's just the norm. Oh man, this guy's new. He doesn't have Stone Skin. He has Bolster on the UDK. My guy doesn't have Stone Skin UDK. What's he doing? Is this Anaxia? She's not in Mercurial, is she? God damn it. I hate people. Why? Okay. Aspect to Seroth and 9-piece. Like, what are people doing? Why is she built? Why is she in 9-piece Mercurial? What are you doing? What a waste of gear. All right, rant over. Close to 400. I mean, yeah, 400 is what you need, like I said, for like PV. If your focus is PvE, that's basically all you need. But PvP, you want it a bit higher. But again, Stone Skin is not as common anymore, depending upon your level. Maybe it is for you. Kind of depends. But you're gonna want a lot more accuracy for PvE. That is the goal, to break some Stone Skin on the tankier supports. But may or may not be as useful. Alright, so before we jump into the event dungeon, I want to test out King Gallcobar, because I feel like no one cares enough to really try him out. So we're going to try him out. I'm not going to... He's not booked, and all I care about is... understanding understanding is passive. So this, whenever an enemy under a poison debuff attacks an ally, instantly activates all poison on the enemy once per attack. So I'm thinking Dragon Thoughts, and because he can place 2 poisons, and I have a Kymar, I can test him unbooked in Dragon Hard, and I'll just put him in my Battle Khazar's gear. Which I need to make sure is saved. It is. What are you hoping to find out? I just want to see how I want to understand how the passive works, because he could be like one of the fastest dragon champions in the game. Oh, his accuracy is way lower. What the heck? Wait, what? Plus 15. Plus... Shouldn't matter all that much. What's the difference here? Oh, faction guard. No, that can't be it. Oh, the masteries. The masteries. Well, it shouldn't matter for the waves. Is that what we're missing though? Check my calculator. 270 plus 50. 320. That'd still be a bit short. So I want a mix of both accuracy and res, but maybe a bias towards accuracy. The build doesn't need to be perfect for this assessment either. Double accuracy res. I don't think I have a double. I would have put that on him if I had a double. If I had stone skin with accuracy... Oh no, that's not enough. Oh no, sorry. 2 pieces of stone skin is resistance. I need like a supersonic with accuracy. Yeah, something like this. Probably gonna be this one. Or pinpoint with res. That's the opposite. But I think it's worse overall. Ah, fuck. Spaces. I forgot. I don't have any accessory space either. Hooray. Okay, cool. That confirms everything I needed to know. Yeah, there might be a decent amount of, or a decent, there might be a decent Pharaoh ring. We can look. It's not that important because whether or not he lands his poisons is kind of irrelevant to the run, as we'll see. But just for the sake of completeness, or sorry, he needs to land the poisons against the waves, but he has enough accuracy for that. I'm not really worried about that in particular. So I put this ring on him for survivability, but he's obviously really tanky, so it's not really a big concern. But just for the sake of this experiment, it would be better to run a feral ring for sure. Actually, do I have a feral? No, we don't. It's good enough. I'm trying to remember. Battles, preset, opener don't use, opener 1. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Double check that he is the fastest poisoner, confirmed. So we just need him to use this. Opener don't use. Opener don't use. Ideally, we don't use this either. And then I don't think it matters, but I guess we could start open with this. Come back to this, but he's never gonna come back to this. Ideally. So yeah, what's the goal? I just want to understand how the passive works. I want to see how if I can get a faster run by just having his passive be on the team. So like he is the same speed on the waves more or less compared to Bad L. But I want to see because the dragon starts off by attacking you. Oh, that's good. That's good. We got lucky there because Norma got a cooldown reduction. So it shouldn't be that clean, but still. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to see there was the sequencing and how does it work. So I purposefully for this one I put King Gallcobar ahead of Narma so that he would pop the poisons when the dragon hit him, or I guess it would be Calvalax, right? Whoever's in the lead. But Narma's in the back, so there were still poisons after he did the attack because he hit Narma and procced her passive. Excuse me. And for anyone who doesn't know what her passive is, she just places poisons when attacked, more or less. Or no, actually, whenever an ally is. Okay, I need to run. Yeah, I need to run that again, and we might need to play around with the team sequencing here. Well, no, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because instantly. So when he hits anyone, he'll activate all the poisons. So in that case, when he hits Calvalax, because he's in the lead and he takes the first hit, he'll always activate the poisons then. And then Narma's passive, whenever an ally is attacked, has a chance to place poisons. And then when she's attacked, it's higher. So no matter what, Calvalax will pop whatever poisons are there to start. And then any subsequent hit on any of the other 4 champions can place more poisons on the dragon. And I don't think the team order really matters. Okay. How's it going, John Wick? What's up, man? But that, like I said, that was too good RNG on that run, so that's not realistic. The downside though is that, or no, we're still getting the poison sensitivity. All right, let's slow it down. Because we're placing poisons here. Calvalax comes in. He may or may not extend them. He didn't extend them this time. So he attacks us, pops all the poisons. We didn't get any from Narma's passive there. There's no poisons left. Yeah. Here's where, if he was booked, he would have had it off cooldown. She popped it again. Yeah, okay. Yep. That was just to emphasize how it actually worked. Now let's run at full speed just to see. But like I said, that first one we got really lucky. That was a cycle of magic proc, which won't happen every time. I think as it is right now, it might be slower just because we're popping so... Oh, that's unlucky. We're popping a lot of poisons. Did he extend it? He did not extend it. Alright, so he takes damage, pops the poisons, brimstone proc. Nothing here. We might have to change Theodore. Or no, it doesn't matter. Theodore, he doesn't have it yet, because it's on cooldown from the waves. Theodore uses poison ability after the dragon's first attack to get more poison. It's on cooldown. Because so in the waves, the people placing poisons is Calvalax, Gallcobar, and Theodore. So those are off cooldown once we get to the dragon because they're reset by Kymar and redone. The only one who could place poisons when we get to the dragon is Narma, and she does it off rip. But what I want to see is if we tweak her a little bit and we open with the A1 to try and extend the Calvalax poisons instead of placing her own. Like, I'll switch it back when we go back to Battle, but I just want to see if there's a way to optimize it. And it just might be one of the situations where King Gallcobar works in this capacity with a different style of team or a different activator. Like, the wave parts is not the hard part, it's the dragon part that I kind of want to optimize. So he pops the poisons. We place them now. He's gonna rear up, so this isn't not an attack. Oh, we activate them before we get there. Yeah. I think he works, just not with my team. Yes, his poisons are necessary wave 2. How's it going, Tatty Wolf? You just started over... Oh, you started playing over the last 2 days. Yeah, this is very, very, very endgame speed tune tweaking here. But yeah, maybe there might be something you can glean. Or hopefully there's something you can glean. Yeah, so like I said, for the waves, right? Calvalax places 4 poisons. Gallcobar places 2 poisons, so that's 6. Theodore places the last 2 poisons for 8. And then the sensitivity to maximize their potency. So he is necessary to place. We need him placing poisons on both waves. Because like I said, Narma is the activator on the waves. She doesn't place any poisons. So her poisons, even though she does the triple with the spread, doesn't matter for the waves because she's the activator. So everyone else is placing poisons. So between them, you get 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus sensitivity. Technically on wave 1, Kymar has crit rate. So he places an extra poison on the first wave because he's built with crit rate. Full crit. Well, actually, is that true? He might be at like 99 or 98 or something. I forget. Where's Kymar? Oh, no, he's overcapped. Never mind. Okay, I fixed that. He used to have like 97, 98, but I fixed it. Forgot about Narma. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I know. It's confusing because there's so much going on there. There's so many poisoners. But it just depends on the organization of the team. That's the key. Yeah, that's the thing. He's good for this purpose, but it's hard to take advantage of him because you would almost need a team that you would need more of a poison extension team. Which I can't build. Oh, no. Actually, I could. I do have Corvus. Maybe, yeah. So let me, instead of screwing up my OG team at this point, let me wait, no. This is I had this one opener. No. God. Jesus. Okay. Opener 2 1. This is what I had. Let me just put back my old team. Wow, I'm blind. Hold on. Battle. Because like I use Bad L just because he works in this slot, but his job is any poisoner, so it's not required for it to be Bad L. And it's like if I get bad RNG, Bad L's continuous heals and whatnot are nice. That's why I run him. So like he's still great. Like I'm not joshing on him, but I'm saying that he's replaceable for such a fast team where it's not about cycling my abilities, it's just about trying to do as much damage as possible quickly. All right. Yeah. I still think we want Calvalax. Kymar's the reset. You need the reset. We're testing out Gallcobar. So, like, this is mandatory. I think we can drop Theodore for this assessment. And what I want to try is... God, who... They have to be faster than Narma, so let me just put someone in. They need to be faster than Narma, and Narma is 256 with this particular speed. My thought goes to Dark Kale, as far as debuff extenders, who also do poisons. But let's open it up and see. Oh, I guess that's a negative effect, right? I guess. Increased debuff duration. Wait, Supreme Kill does it? Oh! Well, shit. I never. Okay. I'm not gonna use them, but that's cool to know. Yeah, Corvus can do it, but it's on a 4-turn, right? Oh no, it's on a 3-turn. Is he the right speed? He is the right speed, actually. Well, let me think this through, right? Because again, the waves are the easy part, right? So we place poisons, we extend them, we pop them, reset, poison, extend, pop them, right? When we get to the dragon, that would mean that he has his debuffs ready to go, and Narma has hers ready to go. So what we could do is Calvlax gives us the 4 off rip. Kymar gives us 1 because he's going to A1. So that's 5. We could then use Corvus to place his 4 with sensitivity. And then Narma could go with Calvlax in with the A1s and try to extend it. And then if they fail to extend it, then Narma still has hers ready to go. And Dark Kael could do the same thing, just for comparison. But we'll just use Corvus because his speed works. But they do the same job. On the waves, they'll extend the debuffs. And on the dragon, Kael would place, I think, 3 poisons in sensitivity, but it's more or less the same thing. All right, so let's actually build that out. I wish, that's why I keep saying, I wish you could like drag and drop and copy teams. Actually, wait. I think with the new system there is a way I could do that, right? Or no, it wouldn't save the existing presets. Never mind. Do I have Vizier? I do not have Vizier, but he wouldn't help in this situation. I need a AoE debuff extension for the waves, not single target. Marius Stultus. I like poison. I like poison combustion teams. And I care more about speed than running with food. It's just a pain in the butt to have to change your preset every time to run with food. And also, I think Marius and wave content for me personally is just boring. I like the old school approach of optimizing every team for the fastest it could be. It's just personal preference. All right, so it's don't use 1 across the board. And then opener 1. We don't use 1, but we shouldn't need to use this part, but just in case. So opener, don't use, then 1 if he survives. Although it doesn't really matter. This is not going to do any damage anymore if he pops the poisons on himself. This, we want him to don't use because we want the extra poison. 1, don't use. Here, this is opener. 1, 2. I think that's correct. Don't use. But sure, this is the same thing, but yeah. Then opener 1, 2, yep. But just for consistency, let's save it the same. Gallcobar, we already did this. It's opener, don't use. don't use. Opener, don't use. Don't use. Here, this is 1, 2. Corvus, let's make it up. This should be opener, don't use, and then don't use. Opener, don't use. Don't use. Double checking their speeds. 274, 269, 256. Correct. And he has enough accuracy, correct. And then when we get here, this is 1, and this becomes 2. The Narma, opener, 1, 2. And then for the waves, same as everyone else. Opener, don't use. Opener, don't use. Okay. Alright, this is Team Gallcobar. Let's see if this works in theory. I didn't do the math on the poisons, but I believe with the debuff extension it should be enough. Yep, okay. Cool. We got resisted, unlucky, but we got 4 poisons, we got the shield. Bunch of poisons. A1, we got extension. Extension, double extension, that's good. Boom! Big poppin'. And then Narma poisons. And he dies. Not bad. It's slower than the lucky run we had with the other comp, but the other comp when it runs normally wasn't quite synergistic with the passive. So just to compare apples to apples, I don't remember exactly where my default team is. This is my default team. Oh wait, shit. It's not gonna work because Bad L's naked. We got lucky there. That's fine. Whoops. I forgot they're sharing gear for this experiment. All right. So that's, yeah, so 2136-ish. Oh wow, that's a decent piece. Thankfully, there's Dungeon Divers going on right now anyway, so I'd be burning gems regardless to use for energy. So we're getting credit. So hold on. Let me put the gear back. Forgot we're sharing it to make it easy. I'm forgetting where people are. Battle's here. Okay. That's the beauty of this team, is that, like, you know, I'm literally optimizing like seconds at this point, and like animation seconds as well. So, and anyone is basically interchangeable. So yeah, 15 seconds is exactly the same. Poison, A1, no brimstone, Narma poisons, extension. Ideally, yep, we got it. He does that. Slap buff, increase attack. A1. He pops. D extends. E extends. He takes the turn. Oh, Kamar's supposed to die, but he didn't die, but it's fine. All right. So that is a normal. That's a normal run for my team. So 23 seconds. 36 turns. Like anywhere, I'll say like 30. Well, I mean, we'll call it what it is. Like that, but that's a pretty normal run where like sometimes ideally Calvlax and Kymar die to the poisons because they don't have resistance, and then Narma comes back and activates it as she did, but we save a couple of seconds of animation. All right, sorry, King Gallcobar. I forgot he's not leveled yet because I haven't put masteries or anything on him because this run is so fast. He doesn't really need to take a turn on the boss phase. He just needs to be there. So that's why we can do this experiment without like I don't even need to book him at all. But I probably, if I change teams, I would book him just because with the bad RNG it would work a little cleaner. New question. You seem to get a lot of common gear. Do you just keep farming campaign for epic gear? No. A campaign, I don't even think campaign can give you epic gear. Like you farm campaign to level up your champions. Ideally, you're like if you're just literally just starting, then you want to be building out your starter champion, try to get them to 6-star as fast as possible. But eventually you get higher tier, higher quality gear from dungeons and other areas. All right, so yeah, 23 seconds, 36 turns. That was our benchmark. Okay. Oh, we resisted the sensitivity, unlucky. Yes, that's a bunch of damage we just lost there. We have to rerun it. That matters. We didn't get an extension though. I don't think. Okay. So that was 39 seconds. 23 turns. So less turns, but it took longer because we got unlucky there. So let's rerun that, see if we can get the time down. So I don't want to judge it based on a bad run, but at the same time, it's good to know what a bad run looks like, because every once in a while you're going to get resisted and whatnot, and it's going to happen. So that's fair. But like we'll see the difference here. Okay, we got double extension, which is big. Nearly killed himself. I think there's a run. I do think there's a run where he just straight up dies. But I don't know. I would think that we would need like max poisons, like max debuff bar. So 35 seconds, 21 turns. So it is faster in turns, but is slower in time. I don't know how I feel about this. What? No, but there's no slot for that, Darkseid, because everyone's roles are set for the waves. I can't have a single target debuff extender without, like, the waves won't die without the poison extension on the AoE. Because, like, you know, for anyone who doesn't know, poisons, obviously they do 5% max HP, right? But essentially, if you want to kill a wave, you need to have 20 ticks of poisons, right? So in this instance, we're not running poison sensitivity, which boosts it. So we need to have our total amount of poison ticks add up when everything happens to 20. So in order to get that, right, we have four from Cavalax, we have 2 from Gallcobar, which is 6 times 2 is 12, and then we're extending that, which gets us to the 18. And then Kymar adds 1 for wave 1 times 2, which is 20. And then there's like, you know, Master Hexer and all this other stuff that kind of gets extended and double extended, which adds a little bit of RNG to benefit us. Point being, what slot would Vizier take? Ah, damn, I resisted again. Damn it. When he resists the sensitivity, you can see the difference. Look how different that is. Like, that shit matters. Like, it really sucks when that happens. I need apples to apples here. I need you to not get resisted randomly. So but I think my team is better for time. Yeah. My team is better for time. I think my team is better overall. So we got, even with the sensitivity in 1 extension, we still got 35 seconds, 21 turns. But still, I mean, I think the point's proven though that Gallcobar works. Like, you can build a team around him for sure. And you still get a pretty fast run. It'd be interesting to see him with a Stultus-based team. I think that would be interesting as well. I don't have the patience to build that right now. Just rerun this just to make sure I'm not crazy and being biased here. We didn't see it happen, but also this team is lower risk for the waves to not die. That's the other thing that I didn't really mention I was considering. Because if Corvus misses the extension, that's a bigger problem than one of our 3 poisoners missing a poison. Okay, Cavalax died. That's good for this particular run. And then, yeah, Norma kills. Oh, we're 1 poison short. Rip. Okay, that was unlucky. That was bad RNG. Good RNG that flipped to bad RNG all of a sudden. Wait, how did we get... Oh, I wrote it wrong. No wonder. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, I was like, wait a second. I wrote down 23 seconds, 36 turns. I was like, that's not possible. That would be my best time. Sorry. So my base run is, yeah, this. 36 seconds, 24/23 turns. It would have been 23 if Norma had killed him. He took 1 extra turn. Okay. So then we have a baseline of 36 seconds, 23 turns, and the King Gallcobar team is actually faster. The good run was 35 seconds, 21 turns. It is faster, barely. But, like I mentioned, the accounting for in aggregate over many, many runs the failure scenario for that comp is slower than the failure scenario for this comp. And what I mean by that is if your debuff extender doesn't extend the debuffs, then the targets aren't going to die during the waves, which is not catastrophic, but it's just going to make it take longer. Versus 3 poisoners filling up the debuff bar with poisons, they're more likely to, even if one gets resisted, you have a bunch of poisons that will take that slot and take care of that RNG for you. Just out of curiosity, I don't remember. I think my Supreme Kale is in Relentless, which you don't really want for this. But he's also he's the wrong speed. Yeah, because Narma is the slowest and she's 256, and you need to be 256 for the sake of the speed tune being preserved. So as built, he's too slow. But regardless, Dark Kale doesn't work as well because the A1 is kind of useless in a King Gallcobar team. But for the sake of like a video on Gallcobar, it might be worth using him. But okay. So I'm not going to use him for this purpose, but I mean that's pretty solid though, right? What do you guys think? Because Narma is any poison activator, right? Like she's a little bit better, obviously, but you know she could be that could be Zavid, it could be Eleanor, it could be whoever. Calvlax is just, you know, it's a Taurus if you're looking for an epic variation. Kymar could technically be Donnie. A little less efficient, but it still works. Forgot what the team was. Who am I missing? Oh, right. The change is live. I forgot. Everything's unique now. Wait, so if, yeah, it should be everything is unique. So that team won't show up here because we built it in Dragon. Oh, okay. That's good. I need to spend some time cleaning that up. I won't do that live, but yeah. I need to go through and basically recreate every team, but put it in the top spot for each area. But yeah, so like the free-to-play version of this team, right, or more accessible version, assuming you have Gallcobar, that's the whole point. You would need some poison activator. It could be Narma, it could be Zav, it could be Eleanor. I guess that's mandatory. You need Gallcobar. This could be Dark Kale, who you get for free from Doom Tower. This could be Donnie, and then this would be Taurus. Ezio is less clean. Well, I guess he would work. Yeah. He's a bit weird because he activates when the debuffs are placed. And he may or may not place his debuffs, so it depends whether or not you're accounting for that. But yeah, you can make an argument for Ezio. That's a good point. I could use Ezio for the showcase at least. The downside of Ezio though is his poison placing ability. He's the only poisoner. Sorry, he's the only poison activator whose poison activation is the poison placing ability. So that's a little inefficient. Because like Xavia has poisons on her A2, and you're not going to use it to poison the waves. Same thing with Narma, you don't use it to poison the waves. You can, but that just takes longer in terms of turns. Eleanor has poisons on her other ability. Even Ballard the Lost has stuff on his other ability. So he'd be less efficient in that regard, but he would still work. Wait, so if I... Oh no, I can't click on Amalur, can I? Oh no, I can. Yeah, okay, cool. I forgot that was, yeah, so I remember the first day they updated the game, I checked it and it wasn't live yet. But now it is live, where all the teams are unique for all these different areas. Oh, sorry, the preset slots are unique. So the team we created is right here, or was right here, but it's only in Dragon. Which means I can go clean up a bunch of stuff. Cool, that's awesome. That's gonna mess with my muscle memory though. Because I'm so used to scrolling down for all the other teams. But cool, I like that change. All right. Well, that's the I always say that's the benefit of watching the streams. You get the first iteration of all of these tests before the videos are made. So, because I don't, like I said, I'm biased towards poison and detonation and all that stuff. I enjoy it, and I know people don't really care about the King Gallcobar buff. And when I say people, I mean content creators in this instance. But I know there are definitely a lot of people who have him and would probably be keen to see what he can actually do. All right, let me just since we can do this now. I don't have a Taurus built. So it would be this. Where's my Donnie? Yeah, he's the right speed. So he'd be there. King Gallcobar would be here. Supreme Cal would be here. I'd have to rebuild Supreme Cal for that test. That's worth doing for a video. But I think Relentless becomes a less optimal gear set for him. Because the extra turns don't do anything. Like, it's not, you know, when you build them for like Fire Knight and stuff, it makes sense. But when you build them for this, you want to minimize animations. So I just build them differently, get them speed tuned. And then for the sake of the video, he'd be Ezio in this spot. Can I fit his whole name in there? Ooh, I can. Fun. Buffed? No, I can't do buffed. Let's do Galca buffed. Because I like my puns. You have one non-useless legendary from this week? I mean, look, that's up to you, right? It depends how... If you really want to, like, hyper optimize your dragon team for speed, then yes, there's a team that can work based on that. But if you don't give a shit, then you're just gonna sit in the vault. all actually. Donnie won't work because he's unbooked. If he was booked and this was a 3-turn, Donnie would work. So I think for the purpose of the showcase and my laziness to not book champions I don't need to book, I would run Kaimar, but he could be a Donnie with a booked Gallcobar. Because I'm pretty sure everyone here is on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. 3-turn here. This is 3-turn. Yeah, it's 3-turn. Yeah. So, okay. Cool. Cowblax is Taurus. It's slower animation-wise. Oh, it's a 4-turn when booked. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, once again, you'd have the Donnie problem, where he's not enough cooldown reduction. But, yeah, Taurus, if you have him, with I guess a Yumiko plus, in terms of a 3-turn cooldown, or 3-turn reset or higher, would work with Taurus. And then the other option is Tomb Lord. Three-turn cooldown, 4 poisons as long as he crits. And then if you want to get close, but no cigars, you've got... who does 3 poisons? You've got Supreme Kale, obviously avoid legendary, but he kind of does both. But, you know, I'm not going to throw a Void Legendary in the video for the sake of it, but that would be interesting to run him. Because he places 3 poisons, but he also extends poisons, which is unique. He just wouldn't do anything when you get to the boss. And in fact, the weaken kind of wastes the slot, so he's not really ideal. Like, he could work, but he's not ideal. And then what's his face? Where is he? Not Lucan, Richtoff. Yeah, this is a triple poison. 3-turn cooldown when booked. Okay, that's cool. He does work. So I still might end up using him anyways for faction wars hard, just because I think poisons are a really good strategy anyways. And then now that he functions as a debuffer properly with the block buffs, for 2 turns, he's really solid. But I don't know if he's worth. I don't know if he's worth my books. The bigger issue is that, like, my Sylvan Watcher crypt it's basically done. I guess I could look at it later today, but you know, I need what, 4? What is it? 63? Yeah, I need 4 stars, and I think it's 2 trials, which he won't help with, and then 2 stars on stage 21. Maybe I think that's what it is, or maybe it's 3 trials and 1 stage on 1 star on stage 21. But he's not going to help with any of those, so like I don't think there's a reason to book him, unfortunately. So Curse City, is he HP or support? I think he's support. He's support, yeah. So like Curse City, probably support stages where you need to do damage. I think it would come in and do some work as a poisoner, but also just a debuffer. Well, debuffer plus block buffs is just really good. Actually, wait, is this 100% chance? Now, my secret rooms are sorted. It's not really... I don't need them for that. Oh, I didn't even realize that. We got away with murder. So, it's an 80% chance to remove all buffs. And then an 80% chance to place block buffs. But the poisons are 100% chance, because he just places them on each enemy. I didn't even notice that that was happening. Because if it was an 80% chance to place the poison, the team would have... Well, might have failed. Speed-wise, not success-wise. Interesting. I mean, that's a positive. He's a 100% chance to land poisons without being booked. But, you know, sacrifice cooldown. I would book him if I was going to use him. Anyways. Alright, event dungeon time. So once again, it is technically Gear Hunters going on, so we're just going to burn some energy and work our way through the stages. And I have not tried anything at all, so we get to play the fun game that we always like to play, which is how long before Rotos can't solo it. I think it's usually like stage 12 or something. You went to stage 27 with just Shayak? It's crazy. Not surprising though for you. Oh, Rotos. Stop it. Don't be stupid. I like how it's dying so fast that like it's not even loading the sounds yet. Like he's not even making the kill sound or the damage sound. I think this might be the no okay, no one. Maybe I did remember. I think it was stage 12 as well, but if she's attack based though, right? Yeah, so maybe we make it further because she's a bit squishier. Ooh, okay, that was a big drop off in damage. We're at 130 something now. How's it going, Bo? Bo? I'm gonna go with Bo. I think she'll live here. Yep. Alright, now we got debuffs. Oh, that was short-lived. I'm blind. Where's my arbiter? Good God. Okay. Sweet. Alright. We're through stage 16. This is obviously not going to work through stage 20. That would be hilarious if it did, though. I think if he went for the A3, which he didn't do, he would actually kill her still. Oops. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Is that a true statement? Actually, he's ignoring. Well, no, let's just leave Lydia in because it's easier. Where art thou, Lydia? There she is. Binable, how's it going? Hello. This is easier than the other event dungeons? Ooh, no, she's tanky. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Wow. Bro, my freaking my dude end does not remove that many debuffs when I use him. What the hell? Rigged. It took forever. Alright, fun time over. So, what I normally do is just whisper abuse. So there's that, and then I wanted to run Estrid actually. I don't know if she's fast enough though. Okay, they are fast enough. The only problem is that I normally use Marius for the wave clear, but he's too fast. Arima is also too fast. Oh no, never mind. Is she the right? Yeah. Alright. Right, Harima is the right affinity. Fennec clears it in 3 turns at 30. I mean, sure, yeah, if you have a cracked out Fennec build. God damn. Oh, these are the minions? Oh, that's easy for 20 at least. Oh, unlucky. Still a good affinity here. Wait, who just healed them? Damn, bro. She can't even handle the fucking... Like, Whisper's not even using her A2 yet. There we go. 600,000. Jeez. Oh, like Baird, or I don't even know what his name is. Wait. Oh yeah. Heals all up at 40%. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Why did I remember his name? That's wild. So obviously, right, you can use... Oh. He lived. That's weird. Why did she cut in there? You must have not gotten a Helm Smasher proc there. That's surprising. He's tanky? Yeah, it can't be that tanky though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we didn't get a Helm Smasher proc. That's what happened. Oh, she lived! She survived the Whisper onslaught. I'm impressed. We didn't land the block buffs. Monk S, okay. Alright, well, that's the team. At least for stage 25, that's probably going to be my team. But yeah, I knew that this boss was going to be easier because she's not a mythical, right? So like she can hurt, but as long as you put block buffs on her, you're gonna be fine killing her. And then it's just a matter of how annoying are the minions, how easy are the minions to kill, and then you just DPS her down, decrease attack, block buffs, and you're basically good to go. I guess technically I'm being aggressive here without decrease attack, but I'm not sure it matters. Yeah, he really is tanky, huh? Every once in a while he's gonna live. Why is she cutting in there? What's going on? What am I missing there? What is... Does she still turn meter or something? Oh crap, I don't remember. I need to go back and make a list of who actually needs pinpoint. Because I think my Kymar yeah, he does have it. Okay. I'm pretty sure he has a pinpoint banner that's 6 stars, so he doesn't need it. Actually, he has all pinpoint. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now, but that's another thing I need to go do. Like, I need to make a list of who was I trying to build in pinpoint, who was looking for upgrades. Right, she's Sylvan? Each hit 10% turn meter for each buff stolen. I guess it still counts as stealing it even if she doesn't get it from Huh. That's on 6-star blessing for Marius. I've heard both. I've seen both. I run Crushing Rend because I like the consistency of the defense ignore thing, especially like, you know, because he's my primary DPS for one of my Hydra teams as well as Chimera, and when he's when, you know, for non-ninja variations. So I like that. But for PvP, Soul Reap is arguably better. But it depends on how your Marius is built, how strong he is. As a benchmark, like, you know, 300 crit damage, 6.7k defense, he hits pretty hard in either situation. But there are many enemies in PvP that I just straight up don't kill. And so Soul Reap would help me finish them off if I was doing apples to apples. But because I use him more so PvE, I went Crushing Rend, but again, that's more Chimera focused. So I think just overall, if you had to pick one, Soul Reap is probably better if you focus on him in PvP mostly, or not mostly. If you focus on him in PvP, I think Soul Reap is the better choice because that's optimal for there. And in most situations outside of Chimera, you're going to hit the enemy max HP cap no matter what without debuffs. So it doesn't matter. But in Chimera, the defense is so freaking high that, and, you know, the cycling is, you know, switching forms, you're not going to have defense weaken all the time. And so I want him to try and hit the cap even without that. And so that's where mine's more optimized around. But yeah, make of that what you will. I said Neve is next. Incorrect. Eve is not next. Wow. That's unlucky. Yeah, interesting. That's just, so she gets turn meter even if she has block buffs on, which is not what I would have guessed. 27? This is 27. There you go. Now she's here. She's at 28. So, but I thought they were gonna pair her with, well, maybe they will for the challenge stages. Oh, someone asked, did I beat the challenge stage last time? No, I didn't beat them all. It didn't really feel worth it. So she gives herself increased attack. The veil you would get from Glaycad, but there's no block debuffs here. Let me just confirm this again. And so, if anyone's curious, the reason I'm running, like, obviously I could run Lydia, but I want to have block buffs up, and so I like Venalicia for that role. Yeah, I guess every once in a while, Harim is just not going to kill everyone, which is really unfortunate. That's fine. But yeah, Venalicia, for anyone who doesn't know, she is like the perfect champion no matter what for this, because it's a buff strip in case she happens to get buffs, but then it's block buffs and decreased defense, and technically she has a weaken on her A1, so she can do both, but they're just separate abilities. And then Estrid is just like my go-to pick for increased attack plus weaken. She's a very, I mean, weaken in general is a very, very rare thing to get, but just increased attack. Obviously, Whisper brings her own increased attack, but redundancy never hurts, and the Terminator fill is nice. And then Sify Rima is just TPS. Because Mary is too fast. But you said she's in a protection set? She can't be in protection. That doesn't make any sense. I hope that's incorrect. Oh, for the challenge stage. Okay, I was like, why are they like, why on earth do they put her in protection for stage 30? That's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, but those, you only have to do those once, right? So it's not the end of the world, I guess. I remind myself, Marius is 297. I feel like he might be faster than my Lydia, honestly. Oh no, okay, never mind. She's 300. Kalak, appreciate the follow. Maris not good for the dungeon? Why not? Maris is good everywhere. Well, yeah, of course. He's not meant to kill the boss. Mary's just to kill the minions. It would be nice if I could get a buff strip ahead of them. I don't know if I have a buff stripper who's that fast though. Could use Fabian. No, my Armand's just slow. Yeah, he's too like he's slower than Marius. I don't use Armands as much anymore. Don't use that. That's our buff strip. We can pop, kill the minions. What do we kill the boss with? If we don't run turn meter fill, the boss is going to be faster than us for most of my other DPSs. Wait, how did people running Fennex get rid of the block damage? Or is that, I guess that's the first turn is the buff strip. Second turn is the allied? No. What's the third turn? Oh, no. First turn is buff strip, second turn debuff, third turn is ally attack. So I guess you could run Fabian, Lydia, Mikage, Fenax, and something else. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, strip, debuff, ally, or double ally. Does anyone know the speed of the boss? By chance? On stage 30? I feel like I need a speed booster. Theodosia, Mikage. Oh, because she steals buffs. You guys must have like these like cracked out Fenaxes. I don't think mine's that strong. We could just go tried and true and run the Sisyphe here, so that means we just do opener, do oh, right. She places it again. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, you guys might be onto something there. God, this is one I really wish I had Queen of Hearts. The only thing I don't like about this... Oh, wait, why did I put her in the lead? The only thing I don't like is that there's a 3% chance you don't remove the block damage and you just, like, wipe, right? Isn't that always a danger? I guess you wouldn't wipe. She would just take a turn and you locked out everybody else. I can leave the A2 on for this because we're ignoring the minions, more or less. Does Ninja make sense here? Because the minions are going to be alive. Maybe he doesn't make sense here. So my problem is that my Lydia is slower than Mikage. No, I mean, my Thor has gear on, but he's not built. Okay, so now Fabian leads, Lydia follows. Sorry. Mikage comes in. I don't know if my Fenax is strong enough for this. Oh. All right. Let's see. I'm definitely not going to worry about I'm not going to worry about the challenge stages because, you know, we've already been live for 3.5 hours. So that's next week, I guess. We'll worry about that or try it out. I don't think this is going to work in my current builds, but yeah, now I've been close. Okay. What the hell was that? No, Whisper doesn't target the boss. She goes for the minions. Well, my DPS are dead, so. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, they're both in 6-piece merciless, but I'm like, I know they're just not, they're not that strong. Wukong. How do I set up a Wukong though? I again, my Wukong's not that great, so I don't think you can one shot here. Based on affinity, you would target Glaycad. Well, actually, it would just be this team, right? And then we have increased attack instead of what's special about Empress? I mean, I'm trying to not rebuild a bunch of champions. That's the thing here. That's why I'm not trying to worry about all that. Yeah, nah, you need to. You need a like a super cracked Wukong that I just don't have. You can solo the boss if you can nuke the team. That did nothing. That's actually hilarious. Look, I think you guys just have some really cracked out builds. I think there's a gear gap here. Even if I rebuilt Wukong, I don't, I mean, he hit like 700k on her. I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot. Because we got, what's-his-face, or whoever he killed, pretty low. He had increased attack, decreased defense, weaken. Like, obviously, I can improve his build, but like, when I did like a quarter of her health, I don't think I can improve it so that he actually just kills her, so that's not happening. And regardless, I usually don't farm stage 30 anyways, just because it's always a pain. I'm not a fan of any RNG. I was using Yoshi for the S's and G's, but obviously that's not really the best choice. I think the best comp was this. So I still think this will. It's not as efficient, but it can work. Oh, I guess she could weak hit on what's his face. Lydia Farrell and others in protection. I mean, yeah, sure, that would help. Alright, thanks protection set for doing nothing. Good God. I guess the real thing we're missing here is the block buffs style champion who just doesn't really fit. Because Lydia comes around after she steals the buff, so it doesn't really matter. And she's practically guaranteed to still block debuffs just because protection isn't guaranteed either. Okay, I mean, like I said, typically I just, for ease of sanity, I guess. I usually just run S25 just because it's just easier. But I don't like the fact that even if I were to build some sort of crazy one-shot team, there's a 3% chance that it goes to shit because it'll just resist and then she like kills your entire team or something. I know a lot of people just accept that when they build these one-shot comps, but I don't like that as much. But I think this will be a lot easier to deal with. Because I think the last time was really hard because of the hegemon. But these challenges should be a lot easier, I think. Because like, I think you just bring a, you know, for I guess high level people, you just bring a Carnage and you just lock everyone's passives and they just can't do anything. And then she doesn't help them, she helps herself, right? So as long as you just bring a Fabian, lock him out, bring a Carnage, lock their passives, and just take them out slowly. So I think the challenge stages are easy. Even with the protection set, it doesn't really matter because you just they're locked out for the turn and you don't have to kill them off rip. But that's a problem for future me. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's about as about as difficult as I anticipated. Like, Pontiff was annoying mostly because of the minions, not because of him. Like, Hossein Clef is just a horrendous enemy to go against in, like, Faction Wars and just any PvE content. So that was kind of a given. But here, the minions are definitely not as bad. I don't know why they're Sylvan Watchers, though. Or I guess, is she a Sylvan Watcher? Never mind, she's a Sylvan Watcher. I keep thinking she's in, she's meant to be an Argonite, but she's not an Argonite. And yeah, I don't have my Lydia in Feral yet. I don't have the pieces. They don't exist, unfortunately. Or rather, the accessories don't exist. Let me be more specific. Because, like, the thing I find about 9-piece whatever is that, like, the banner makes the build really difficult. And I understand in certain circumstances you could just put whatever banner on them just for the sake of the set bonus. But for, like, a Lydia, if I don't have an accuracy banner for a Chimera, she's not going to land or debuff, so it doesn't matter if she has Feral. 9-piece, right? Obviously, you get a lot from the set, but like, it still, you need in order to get 500 accuracy for Nightmare Chimera, you can't have an attack banner. These are all garbage. Oh no, it's attack percent. Man, looks like we're getting junked today. We've sold every piece so far, I think. Okay, there's a good one. Potentially. It's decent. Potentially decent. Potentially decent. That's a reroll. Oh, actually, I did want to test this real quick. Because I decided to switch my Harima to Crushing Rend 6-star. Because even though I was running Ward of the Fallen for her in Arena, but it just felt like I still use her in Arena, even though a lot of people don't, but I don't have every champion in the game, so you make do with what you got. But I just felt like most of the time when I run her, the point of Ward of the Fallen was that she didn't die quickly, but she's Harima, so she usually doesn't die quickly. That's kind of by design. And so I was like, alright, let me just put her in Crushing Rend because I do use her in Hydra, maximize that damage. So Because what I found odd was that she was basically neck and neck with Varl. Which is, you know, a testament to how good Varl is for being a free to get champion with the Doom from the Doom Tower. But I was like, if I put her in Rend, I know she's gonna win every time, and proof's in the pudding there. So a little bit more damage from the hard team. All right, I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. I do have to go to the store for once on a weekend. I get to leave my house on a Saturday, which is rare. But I'm, for those who don't know, I am an indoor climber. I do boulder, and I'm just in the market for, potentially in the market for new shoes, because I'm starting to wear through my current pair. So I'm going to go climbing shoe shopping, see if I can find an upgrade. And I do want to do that before they close, and also have time to, you know, chill for the rest of the night. Yeah, any final thoughts? You can brag about how cool your event dungeon team is, how fast it is. Talk about all the champions that you have that I don't have, like a Warlord and a Queen of Hearts. Sad times. Although, wait, Torlik, why do you not have Fabian? Oh, but you went Ramon too. Okay, so you want to lock their passives. I see. A Chrono Cube, a Chrono Cube Ramontu would be kind of dope, actually. I don't know if that makes sense, but oops, jeez, I switched to autopilot there. I'm supposed to be ending the stream. All right, let's see who is streaming on the Twitch. Send you guys on your merry way. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it now, because like your buff strip is Ramontu, and Warlord can just be pure lockout and protection, so it makes sense. It'd be redundant to run Fabian with Ramontu. Plus, you get the chance to increase turn or decrease turn meter, which could be helpful as well. I guess I haven't seen Pink Tie in a while. I don't know what's going on, but I guess we'll raid Ash. I could find him. There he is. Hilvy for the buff strip and the freeze. That's fun. Fabian, Ashinar, Marius, Rakos. For the block damage? Huh. I'm not sure I follow the reasoning of that team, but I believe you. right, folks. Like I said, appreciate you all for hanging out. It's always fun to do these shindigs. But we got the raid started here, so yeah. These streams are every week, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we'll be here next week doing the exact same thing. Probably more so wrapping up the fusion. Maybe, well, I guess we'll probably be trying the challenge stages, the one and dones, see what that's like. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and maybe talking about any and all shard pulls for next week, which could be pretty fantastic as well. So appreciate you all as always for hanging out, and I will catch you all next week. So have a good one.